Welcome everybody, I'm Christian from Berlin. This piece I did for diversity in sound and for authenticity reasons with the Fender Rhodes sound, but it sounds as good with the piano. Sheet music and MIDI files are available, linked in the description box, and this is the luxury version. You get the backing track also. There's an extra link under the video if you want to practice or play along the backing track. If you did enjoy it, leave a like, helps my channel to grow. Let's go and groove this one. Hello and welcome to this lesson. We have quite a number of choruses for you. You do not have to play all of them. You can pick your favorite ones. So at any rate, there's a lot to do. We have to focus on the hard bits. Everybody hopefully knows by now. I know some are still missing on that. I have a slow replay, 50% speed replay of the whole thing after each lesson in all my pieces. Make use of that. It is quite a service. Now, rhythm and blues includes elements from blues, of course. Hey, that was a close guess. Soul, gospel, and this one has elements of very soul-y phrasing and gospel-y treatment, also from the chords. I am influenced by people like Les McCann, Ramsey Lewis, Ray Charles, hence also the Fender Rhodes sound. Now, even when we start already, we see one of those typical elements. I introduced the typical elements before. That makes learning later much easier because there are only a few typical elements. The rest are variations. Now, we have this shouting, the hollering in the beginning with this. And you see it's just blues scale. So this is an element you will see reoccurring in this piece. Yeah, and then we have this gospel-y response thing, which is a lot of fun to play. And you see it's just a C going by a D. You will be a little bit advanced players, so I cannot show you note by note. for all of it. And we have already the second typical element. So this will reappear in some variations. And we have, yes, that is so typical, this phrasing. Then we'll go to the C7. Now, the second typical element is, of course, if you follow my blues piano lessons, otherwise subscribe and learn with me, then all this learning is much easier because you know already these typical terms like the royal thirds. Here we have, you see, and they will reappear very often in variations. You see, in blues and in rhythm and blues, there are very few central elements. The rest is just variation and phrasing, which makes the thing original and soulful. So, you see, we have these, and this one, and this one. Okay? And now we follow up. And now comes the gospel bit, which is. And we have a look at the chords. As you can see, it goes from the C to the A7. We don't play other chord notes of the A7 here, but trust me, it's A7. You don't have to play all the chord notes to make it an A7. So, and A7, D7, G7. So the bass is just walking through while the right hand doesn't care what chords beneath it. If there would be a band playing guitarist, he would have to know that is. Okay, we don't. So, and here we see a third basic element which we will apply a couple of times. So we have this again, this and then you might remember my triangle of death. No, it's not triangle of death, but the magic triangle is this between the E flat and the A and blue scale. You see? And this repeated. Not quite repeated, I go to that a little bit later. So you see, what is important here that you must obey me here. Obey the Germans. So here we have the. Now look at this. Look at how I play the E flat and the A here. And if you want to arrive safely and with groove and good timing, you should arrive with the fourth finger here, which means that you, at latest here, you should have the third finger here on the E flat, because then you have the second finger here, first finger here, and fourth finger here. And here we play a little variation. We have the C, and now very gospel-y also, and rhythm and bluesy. Rhythm and blues was a subsummation, is it a word, of what was before called race music. I didn't know that. I did a little bit of research. Race music was called, and then somebody came up in some radio guy or record critic came up with the term rhythm and blues, and then it was that. So. And the C, this time with the 6. But so when you know the basic elements, you only have to learn the exceptions from the rule. Okay? That's the thing. Now, here we have the fourth element that you should learn or keep in mind when you learn the rest of the piece. It's here. Our typical, this is, everybody knows this who plays blues or boogie. So it's these thirds, and everybody plays loads of them. Ray Charles and all the other great, as said, like Les McCann, Well, basically everybody, Dr. John, whatever. No names dropping here. Now, watch this. Again, an important tip. Here you have to change the finger setting. Otherwise, you will do a crash landing in the middle of the desert and change the finger setting here. No, sorry, not in this moment. No. Here you get along fine with if you play. Sorry, my mistake. Here. Because here you can take the second finger and then. And here. That is indeed very Ray Charlesy. If you like. But you see again our thirds here. Introduced in a variation, and you see how much difference it makes. Here you have to change finger setting, there's no other way. I tried many times. Either this or this one. Okay. In this case I take 3-5. Okay. You just have to learn that. I'm sorry, we have to move on. There's so much. And here we have a variation again on the first bit. We take this diminished chord in between. Variations make the thing more organic and more jammy in its sound. Okay, and then we have again here variation on the magic triangle. Yeah. Let's have a look at this slightly longer line. And then we go again from C, A7. Sorry. Oversetting. You see, that's... And as a whole, it's just a rhythmical treatment of the same old topics. Oversetting, and here we tie the two octaves together. And then another variation here. Here we take the typical blues formula ending 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, and then here we come to the B part. I also call that the chorus. And this sounds great if you play it on the road, but you don't have to play the typical boogie thing here. You could, but I like it also sometimes with just eighth bass, not the dotted fourth bass, not the dotted, but just Okay, so then we have to go to the F7 subdominant. It's yeah. Here we have a little bit of difficulty. You know, many of you might know this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Here. For the 4-note, the power downhill swipe with the E flat. You can skip that. You can play just the target note, the D, if you want so. But yeah. Grow with me. 1 and again, the same old friends we knew from before. Yeah, here. I told you, only few central elements. And you can tell like how it's a little, sometimes has a little soully, funky phrasing that is different from playing boogie or blues. What am I doing here with my snapping my fingers? It's just a tick. Don't worry. Okay, like here. That is the soully funky bit. And we move on. And then we have the one little gimmick. We go from the would be D minor chord, but we go unisono. Yeah, so D minor, D, D, bap. 1 and 2. Very rich jazzy sound. He likes this one, or this one, or this one. And ba ba da ba. Then now you know why I showed you all the basic elements, because now you have this. We had this before, and you just this. Yeah, and now you recognize it, and now you can learn it easier because you just have to the deviations. You have to learn the deviations. One and two and D. And blues scale in the right hand. Blues scale. It's in major blues scale. Don't worry. Just don't listen to me. Now. And you know this one from the beginning, the magic triangle. And okay, and here we have that for some that might be tricky, but it's not tricky. You see, we have a triplet rhythm, bum ba dee ba da bum, and suddenly he wants us to play 4 16th notes. But it's not that hard because we do not have a left hand on the dotted 8th note in the middle. So, am I right? No, it's on the G7. Okay. Now, you see, it's not that hard. And here we have the hidden thirds. You remember these bits? But just played with the C on top. Here. How wonderful a new sound while using this which you already know here. 1 and 2. And here we go. Okay, this one you must do on your own. It's getting too long, and too long videos are not popular. Even if I explain everything in very great detail, there is a limit students want to take. So, okay, and now I'll show you this bit, okay. And this is, you take the 6th chord here. We walk in octaves now. What is it rhythmically? Very easy. You know, we have this triplet rhythm. And it's always just the first two. Yeah? And it sounds impressive. Dotted, normal dotting. Again. This is also very Ray Charlesy. This is such a typical sound, and it's easy. And again, you have this thing here. And now, oh, that is so, and yeah, let's have a look. So, typical sound, and then we go, sorry, now. Really stupidly played by myself. Let's have a look. Here, this line. Oversetting, we have the 2-5 figure, which you know from my lessons. Now, we have a bit of blues scale. Da, da, ba, ba, da, and we have a very Ray Charlesy phrase, just 2 elements. Yeah. Ba, ba, da, 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 ba, ba, ba. Oh, sorry. Ba do ba do do do. Yeah. Do dim ba da ba da ba ba da 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 ba ba ba. Soul-y stuff. And then the now comes, okay, and I'll show you this one also because it's a wonderful long run. It's in bar number 46. Sorry, I didn't mention the bar numbers. Some of them might find them useful. We have this long line, and it goes like. And we have a look. It spans 2 octaves. So important here is that you get the finger setting right. Otherwise, you will not play this in one flow. Okay, so. And again, look at the elements you know already. Then, now comes the oversetting. Here, important. And it's very important that you hit this with the 2nd and the 5th finger. Because then you reach all following notes. Finger setting again. Because you want to go deeper. Finger setting, we want to reach deeper. Yeah, it's almost 3 octaves in fact. Okay, let's have a look again. Let go. Finger setting. Finger setting. And here over the rainbow. Yeah, very important to get this in one a home run in one piece. Okay. That's easy. That's easy. And we have a wonderful element now in bar number 54, where we're coming from. Let me just check it. Run up, and now we have. On F, we have the wonderful, you know this from Boogie. And here we have it, the solve. F, major 3rd, minor 7, and the 9th. Again, 4 notes, but now you manage 4/16 note. Again. Blues scale, okay. And then we have the final chorus. Same thing. And another variation. You see, all these small variations makes it interesting. This one is easy. Yeah, wonderful little run. It's easy to follow also in the video, but hey, my second name is Generosity, so it sounds great and it's very easy to play. I have cold fingers. Sorry, I don't play particularly well this morning because it's really cold in my room. Sorry about that. Okay. And then you just grab you just need 2 fingers for this. And then from here repeats 1 octave higher. And our thirds. Wonderful, huh? And you can, that's very easy to play fast. Repeating 1 octave higher. And thirds. And a little triplet just to annoy you in the end. Which you can play more or less ad libitum. 1 and 2 and 3. Bop, bop, bop. And just to annoy you, last time we have the C7 with the 9th here, with the major third, and the 13 here on top. Great jazzy sound in the end. Great voicing. And that's it. Yeah, sorry. It has had to be a sort of fast run through. Otherwise, this tutorial would be like 4 weeks long. And now is coming this slow replay where you can really learn at your own tempo. You can also additionally use the YouTube slowdown function, which many haven't discovered yet. I hope you enjoyed this one. And then, of course, the after that is the rhythm track to practice over. Yeah. What a luxury here on my channel. Bye bye from Berlin.